Hey, good afternoon. This is Caesar from the SocraticMan.com with another video. And thank you for being here. Today I just wanted to talk about what do you do when you're sick, okay? And I've been sick, not terribly, but I get a recurring sinus issues and colds, and especially having two younger children, I seem to pick those up with greater frequency than my wife. At least up to this past year, I was getting those sinus infections and colds and, just viral things, up here for a lot. I was getting those a lot up to this past year, and I think I made it through most of the year without getting sick until recently. So, one of the first things that you have to do when you get sick is obviously you need to rest. And one of the reasons why you get sick is because you might be run down. You may have overworked yourself. And, that goes both in your personal, your business life, but also your personal, if you're overbooking yourself on a lot of things, which, I was. So between those two, you have to get sleep. You have to get sleep, both before you get sick and then after you get sick, so your body can recover. The second thing that I found useful is taking those emergency packets. I found those to be helpful. And the third thing, very specific to my colds and sinus infections, if anyone out there suffers from the same thing, it's, you feel congested, you have headaches, you might have a lot of nasal drip, difficult, breathing in clearly, and all that. One thing that I've helped is Whole Foods sells a tangerine ginger nasal spray. I don't use any of that Flonase, although it has been prescribed to me in the past. I've heard bad things about that, so I don't use that. But I've used this tangerine ginger spray, and it helps clear out my sinuses. I say just spray it once, because if you spray it more than once, it does have a little bit of a burn to it. And don't stick it all the way in your nasal passage. Just do it from the tip, and that will actually stop or won't lead to as much stinging. I know it sounds horrible, but it does help. The fourth thing is, even when I'm sick, I think it's important to continue your morning ritual. It's easy to get sidetracked. At least do your morning ritual, whether that's in a condensed version or not, because I think you still need that. I think being sick is a challenge that you have put in front of you, and that you have to try to get through it, and still be productive for at least a good amount of the day, and also be able to function in a pleasant manner. You can't be sitting there and just I'm talking about like a cold, with a cold and being bedridden. I think that's just an excuse. There are things that you can do. You can still do your morning ritual. You can still do your regular activities, maybe to a lesser degree if you're suffering from like headaches and things like that. And then the sixth, or the other thing I wanted to talk about is shakes. I take my green smoothie shake, and honestly, I don't know if that helps, but I do know I put a lot of spinach in it, and spinach and greens. So if anything, this thing is hard to quantify scientifically, but does it cause my cold to end faster? I don't know, but it tastes pretty good, and it's good for you. And spinach has a lot of vitamins, so including the other greens. So I take it anyway. And I'm still a little bit in a cold. When I get a cold, everything seems to go to shit. including I get pink eye, and I get all, like, my whole immune system is compromised. So that hasn't happened to me in the last year, and I think that's a credit to all the healthy changes that I've made in my life in the last year and a half. And so I found all that useful. In terms of the next thing is working out, I think you should be very cautious of working out. I think you should give your body time to rest. There will always be time to work out. I think if you want to do a short, condensed workout that's not too vigorous, just to keep your muscles and body in a routine, then I think you want to do that. But I definitely